Jordan and I have sworn off McFarland figures, but it seems it's only taken 2 episodes until we ordered another one. So here is everything that McFarland has put out in February and what we've already pre-ordered from that list. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Strong Collectors Podcast. I'm your host Dakota, here with my co-host Jordan, and today we are going through everything that McFarland has released, put up for pre-order in February. So we're going to start back with Spawn statue all the way up to what he's just put out as of today, the recording of this. Maybe there's going to be some more tomorrow. We're not quite through February. You're listening to this, February's over. We're recording this in the past. Sending this to you in the future. Let's get on with it, Jordan. So the first thing, let's go ahead and just run through Spawn first.
All right.
The first thing he put out for Spawn was the Wings of Redemption, I believe it was called. So this is based off the older figure. This is going to be a 1/8 scale statue. So that's going to be almost 10 inches tall. Comes with a signed trading card if you get the gold label, or you can get the regular version that's not going to come with that. This one I think is actually pretty cool. If I was in a permanent place and had shelves to display on, I would actually be tempted to get this. But I'm not, so I'm not getting this one. But out of all of his older figures, I think this one was pretty cool. And after that, if you're someone that was saying, wow, I wish that we had more Mandarin spawns in the world, you're in luck, because he put out a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Mandarin spawn, kind of a silver and red, black coloring. I actually think this one looks pretty cool. I've had all the other ones, and it's a decent figure. I've had the platinum one. Mm-hmm. I think I sold that one. That was my least favorite, but I liked the weapons it came with. I've got the Walmart blue one, and then I've got the regular one. And this one, if I see this one in the groups, dang it, Jordan, I might just have to get it. But I'm okay with holding off for now. I don't know. It's an exclusive. It's Mandarin Spawn. Mandarin Spawns are going for like $6 on Big Bad Toy Store, so kind of surprises me that they would, partner for that kind of exclusive, but who am I to judge their choices and how they partner? Then after that, he put out a few more smaller statues. So in honor of 30 years of McFarland toys, he's got the Commando Spawn, which is kind of more of the animated look. Comes with like a Gatling gun type of thing. 7-inch. This one's not my favorite out of the statues. I don't know what this is really referencing in the art. Don't love the animated look, but if you do, there's that. Something that I think maybe some more folks might be interested in is the Spawn 311 cover statue. So this is kind of the Chadwick Boseman tribute cover. So it's got an unmasked Al Simmons kind of doing the Wakanda Forever pose. Again, 7 inches. I think if you had this comic, this would be a really cool one to display. Or even if you're like a big Black Panther fan, this could be pretty cool too. And then the last 7-inch Spawn statue that he put out was the Hellspawn. So this one is, I think, originally out in 2007. Again, comes with like a giant Gatling gun type of weapon. This one, I kind of like the idea of it. It just looks very leany to me. I don't know if you've noticed that with that picture, Jordan. Just looks kind of like Spawn's leaning over. I don't know if he's trying to like counterbalance the heavy gun he's holding, but it just kind of looks like a toy that's like warped over time.
Right. Yeah, it might be kind of like that. Where I remember with the Commando Spawn statue I had, it can be hard to place the Commando Spawn. I find he can topple over sometimes too, so... I mean, it's cool to have the statues, but I think sometimes with those materials, it's hard to have them sculpted the way you want and then also stand the way you want.
But at least that Commando Spawn came with a dinner plate-sized McFarland base.
That's true. I forgot about that.
And then outside of the statues, as far as the 30th anniversary figures go, we're going to be getting a Todd McFarlane and like an original concept art Spawn. This one, again, 2 different versions. You can get the regular version, or you can pay, I think, $20 more to get the signed trading card. This one comes with quite a bit of accessories for Todd, for sure. Some interesting ones. You get a microphone. You get his like Comic-Con type lanyard. You get bare feet in case you needed to
what is that about? I've been seeing people talk about. Do you know what that's about? Is that like an inside joke that I missed?
It's kind of like whenever he's doing art in the office, he's usually doesn't have his shoes on, I guess.
Oh,
okay. I think in his video he was saying that like he didn't even know that they were doing that. It was kind of like something that the team kind of threw in there and surprised him with.
A little prank on him.
Right. Then you also get the like sketchbook of him drawing the original Spawn art. I will say that I'm glad that Spawn had some changes from what Todd drew when he was 16, but it's kind of cool. I think
that's really fun though, because I remember I've seen that image and I thought that was cool because we talked about this one in a leak, and I was like, "What's the Spawn going to be?" Because he's done so many variations. It's like,
right.
I thought that was a cool way to justify doing the 2-pack in a way, because it is like, this was my original sketch, and I always like those original concept designs, and I thought that was a fun way to switch it up.
Yeah, so I agree.
I will say I've got this one pre-ordered, Dakota.
I do too. We both got this one pre-ordered. When we said we were done with McFarland figures, they'd pull us back in. And that's not the only one. So now we're going to switch into the DC Multiverse. The first one that he put out this month was a GameStop exclusive. It is a Batman Frostbite Edition gold label. So this is kind of a translucent blue. It does look kind of cool. But
we were speculating on what Frostbite meant on the leaks, and now we know. It's like Jokerized, but Mr. Freezerized.
Mr. Freezerized. I like it.
Now we'll get the Scarecrowized.
I mean, I don't know. It's just you're going to get every version of Batman you could even think of, and then a bunch that you could never think of.
If you thought 49 was a lot last year, you'd buckle up.
Then we get a Robin, which I thought this Robin had already been out. This is the Vampire Robin. It's going to be a Walmart exclusive. Comes with sword, like a wooden stake. Comes with a pointing hand, which is kind of interesting. So he's going to have alternate hands. I swore this was out like months ago, but I guess not. Another one that I thought was out months ago was the vampire version of Nightwing, which is also going to be a Walmart exclusive. Walmart's getting a bunch of exclusives because the next one is an Owlman gold label. This one I think actually looks pretty cool. I don't need it, but I like it. One that we've put up on our community page, a link to Amazon, is the Amazon exclusive Kilowog and Kyle Rayner 2-pack. I think this Kilowog actually looks pretty good. I like the kind of constructs that they come with. Kyle Rayner does come with trigger finger hand, which he doesn't come with anything that would use a trigger. But I guess if you've got some green guns sitting around, yeah, that could be his.
Rain runs out of juice.
True.
I know people have been wanting the Kilowog, though, and it seems like they're happy that he changed the color scheme on Kyle Rayner. Because remember the other one he did, it was more of that kind of puke green looking. So I think this one is a little more what people are wanting.
Right.
What I've gathered.
Getting outside of Walmart and Amazon exclusives, we have an Entertainment Earth exclusive. This is the sketch version of Azrael. So this is one of like, I don't think it was wave 1. Maybe it was wave 1 or 2. It was in that first year of his running DC Multiverse. Comes with like a translucent orange flaming sword. Kind of cool. This is actually, if you go back and listen to our top 5 McFarlane figures, maybe top 10, he was in my list. Do I need a sketch version of it? Probably not. Then we've got outside of DC Multiverse, which I don't really understand the differences here, but this is your DC Direct. He's got a Hal Jordan, a Batman, and an Aquaman. I think the Hal Jordan might actually be sold out on Amazon right now, which kind of surprises me. But the Batman and the Aquaman are going to come with alternate heads. So you've got an unmasked Bruce Wayne head, and then you've got kind of a floaty, smiling head for Aquaman, and then a more serious head.
I think that head looks so weird.
I agree too.
By the way, but I'm at least glad you have the options.
That's true. He is putting more in the box, and Aquaman also comes with, I don't even know what this wasp figure is. It's like a little Atlantean elf or something.
Sea nymph or something.
Yeah. So it looks like it's maybe got 3 points of articulation at most. But if you say the action figures just aren't enough for me, don't worry. Each one of them is going to come with a code to get your digital version of that action figure. And if that's not enough, You get all 3 of those, you get a digital Build-A-Figure. I think the digital Build-A-Figure is Mongrel, but, you know.
He's calling them fidgetals, dude. They're figures and they're digital.
Is that what he's calling them?
And you get your digital Mongol.
That's a terrible
like
idea.
I don't mind if you're gonna try to sell those, but when he's like, no, this is a really good deal because you're technically getting 2 and you build a digital Mongol. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's. I'd be curious to know if anyone out there gets
Please leave us
NFTs
a comment
from Todd. I don't get it.
Help us understand why you do what you do with buying digital action figures. Because it seems like I could just kind of screenshot these, and I mean, you're seeing them here on screen. What's the difference? After that, we get into a Batman that I'm going to be pre-ordering, and this is the Azrael Batman armor. So this is kind of the red and gold. I've got this in the DCUC version. Now we get a little bit cooler, bigger, cool piece of plastic, you know? And then one that you're going to be pre-ordering, Jordan, or that you already did pre-order, is the first appearance Batman from Detective Comics 27.
Right. Yeah. I remember that one was on the leak, and I've been talking about it because I really do like my my Action Comics Superman classic. So I've been wanting a Detective Comics, for the Batman with the purple gloves.
Yeah.
It's got all the details I want. And cloth cape, I'd be curious. It looks a little different than some of the other cloth capes I've seen from him that look not so good.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see when I get it. But I think that one will be pretty cool. So that one got me excited.
Another Batman that I think a lot of other people are excited for is the Nightfall Batman, the black and gray version. We were kind of commenting back and forth when this came out. We thought Batman had like a weird pointer finger, but I think he's holding a batarang. So Nightfall Batman, the Azrael Batman, and the first appearance Batman are all going to be coming out on February 29th at select retailers. And then outside of the DC Multiverse figures, we're also going to be getting some new statues. So we've got the kind of black and white Batman 1/10 scale Bill sorry, Bill, I don't know how to say your last name, but your art's getting a statue from Todd. I have no interest in that. It looks kind of goofy. Sticking on the goofy statues, you're going to get a 1/10 scale Joker on a little tiny bicycle. Kind of funny, but also I'm curious to see what these prices are going to be because I hope it's not much. Then one that I think more people might be interested in is a 1/8 scale of Zatanna. So no fishnets. I don't know if the nerds are going to be upset about that. And that's everything that Todd's put out, at least up until the recording of this in February. We've both got the Spawn 2-pack with McFarland on pre-order, and I've got Azrael Batman, and Jordan's got first appearance Batman. So look at that. It's only February. We're getting more McFarland figures.
You already broke us. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like you said, I was not expecting to get McFarland's at this point already in the year. But I do think, at least the 2 that I got ordered, I think looked pretty good, and I'm excited. I do like that Nightfall Batman. I like my blue one quite a bit, though, but I understand people who like the black and gray. I think that one looks pretty good, too. So, so far, I'm for what he's putting out this year, I think looks pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think I don't have as much interest in like the vampire type stuff, but almost everything else looks like I could understand why you would have that in a collection. I agree that Nightfall Batman looks cool. If I didn't have a Mafex version kind of that was similar to that, I probably would be wanting to pre-order that Batman because I think that is like a very good classic plain looking Batman. But I'm excited for my Azrael Batman, and I'm excited for the gold or platinum label where he does the blue and gold. So I'm gonna have to get that one next because I don't think you would count the old Azrael Batman as that kind of armor, right? Like it's different enough that it should be a new figure, right?
I think so.
All right, good. So that's everything he's got coming out. Do you have anything pre-ordered? Because I know this one usually gets the commenters, they're very divisive, and I think that's the way it is with anywhere you talk about McFarlane figures. Some people hate them. Some people love them. Some people accept them. Where do you fall? Are you pre-ordering anything, or have you sworn Todd off years and years ago? Make sure you're liking, sharing, and subscribing. And until next time, stay strong.